Hello and welcome, my beautiful twins, my Geminis. This is your general tarot and oracle forecast for the week of October the 28th to the November the 3rd. So let's jump right in and see what we have, my twins. You've been given the card teamwork, and you've had this before in the past. Not working alone, collaborating with others. Two heads are better than one. You might be collaborating for work, a project, something like that. But you could be collaborating with family as well, or people that are advocating for you to find information out to promote you as you work towards some endeavor and some event or some goal. So this is about teamwork being dream work. Two heads are better than one, as I had said, and working together amicably and compatibly with others this week. Coming in the beginning of your reading, you've got the turtle spirit, and it says slow and steady wins the race. So this is, you're making slow progress. I always look at this as progress. It's movement forward. So you're not getting everything done ASAP, immediately. This is a card that says keep from pushing yourself forward in that direction towards what you're working on, and you will see it come to completion. So now's not the time to rush around trying to force matters either. So move slowly, perhaps even so slowly that it almost feels as if you're not moving at all. This may be a time to crawl before walking, taking your time to align, okay? Okay, so as you contemplate the road you're on, doing what you need to do in this small moment that will soon pass, okay? So it's about having patience, right? Focusing on the now and the next step to be clear on where you want to go. So you could be working on projects, doing things this week that you think are taking forever to get done. But if you keep doing a little bit every day, you'll get this done. Remember, a small win is still a win. Coming in with that, you've been given the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is fast moving action. You might be hearing about something coming in very quickly you have to act on. Maybe something happened that made you have to start plugging away at something, but this is fast movement, and I want you to put the brakes on if something if something has to be signed or a document that's legal and binding, because you've heard me say this before. Once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Beware, consumer, beware. So but the fast moving night could be anything. You could hear about a change in an appointment, or you have to, they say, oh, you could come in next week, but now we need you to come in tomorrow or today. So be willing to be open for change coming in, but being conscientious and mindful about signing anything and what where you're going. Coming in your focus part of your week, you've got the Rider, and the Rider is a beautiful card of news. And I am working with some Lenormand cards this week. I haven't used them in a long time, so you may notice that. So anyway, this is good news. And, previously stalled situation is set to go into motion again. And life as a whole is gaining new momentum. I mean, there's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a new commitment that's required. And, it doesn't happen all by itself, okay? This is something that's going to come in that's going to require teamwork and your movement forward. But it can also be about somebody entering your life, okay? A new encounter, okay? In the workspace, maybe there's either too many projects at the same time or they are too fast-paced for you. But I always look at this as good news coming in, okay? Now, with that comes the Fool. The Fool is that card of taking a leap of faith, going out there, sticking your neck out. Maybe you planned something for a long time and it wasn't the right time to do it, or you didn't have the resources to do it. Now the universe says, if you plan well, you can do that. Don't jump off that cliff without ducking your parachute. So this is a card of preparation. Crossing your T's, dotting your I's, getting everything that you need in order. And then you can go after that goal. Don't be afraid to do that, okay? Working with other people is definitely going to help guide you in that direction. Coming in the center position, which could be, and I don't know how this is, but this is your challenge. It says progress. It seems like a long road, a long slog, but your efforts will pay off soon. Stay on course for at least a few more months before making a change. So you're working on something here. You're clearing house, cleaning house. You're doing something. You're preparing yourself for something, because what you want is the ultimate success here of the King of Pentacles. This is progress. And you've heard me say this too. Small wins are still wins. Slow and steady wins a race, right? Don't push yourself too hard. Don't press things. Don't force things. This is about you feel as though it's such a long road to get where you want to get, but you're doing everything that you need to do, all right? So Don't make any snap decisions for at least a couple of months before you make a change of some sort. Maybe you're thinking about changing your job or moving somewhere in a new location. Don't do it right away. Okay, this is a card that says make sure you do your homework here. Plan it before you take that leap. Now, coming in with that card, as I said, I don't know what a challenge this is unless you don't believe it's going to happen. The King of Pentacles shows up, and that's landing on your feet and coming up smelling like a rose. Everything working out right for you. Being taken care of here, and knowing that you've got the resources to move you forward towards your goals that you want to see completed and succeed. You know what? He often can be represented as an astute businessman. He's good with money. He could be with the bank. He could be, he could be with some sort of lending and loaning financial institution. But also this is a card that says walk through those doors of opportunity that present themselves successfully and confidently. Because this is a card that says you can't make a mistake. Things are working out. You're going to see progress here. Albeit it might be taking time here for you to get everything that you need to do. And, something exciting gets your creative juices flowing, but you have to pull back on those reins a bit because Rome wasn't built in a day, right? This is in a planning stage right now. Now, coming in messages from Spirit, you've got the beautiful card of the tree. Now, it looks like the tree of life in this particular deck, and I love it. And, it's about growth and it's about, good health, and it's about all those wonderful things when we get this card. It's about being healthy in body, mind, and soul, okay? It's also about longevity. Things are going to last. Things are going to work out. You're going to have a secure future now. Something's working out for you. The rainbow is beautiful. We always know that the rainbow comes out after we've had any types of challenges and storms in our lives, that we can still be hopeful and work towards those goals. This is good health here. Okay, this is the tree of life. You are going to experience some healing coming into you. If maybe some of you haven't been feeling 100%, or you're recuperating and recovering from a medical procedure, you're now going to find that you're going to be better than you ever imagined. Coming in with that is the Emperor. You're going to be in control now. You're going to be organized and logical in the seat of power. That's who he is. He's also the father figure, where you look up to somebody who's had that great wisdom and experience. Or you could be dealing initially with a father figure. Something could be coming up in the near future that you look up to somebody as a father, or perhaps your own. But you are in the seat of power here, and this is about being in control, being logical and organized, and knowing that you are able now to hold the steering wheel in your hand towards a direction, and the compass towards a direction you want to go. You are in control. Now, Gemini, coming in at the end of the week, you've got the Man. Now, this could be somebody in your life. Also, it could be this Emperor that's in your life, this father figure, but it's about a husband, a lover, a partner, a soulmate, a mentor, a father, a brother, or a colleague. You could have some dealings with this individual, okay? And it could be anything. So be prepared to be in, have some sort of situation, connection, or conversation with this individual. The Page of Swords shows up and says, you're going to hear about something that will put a bit of a delay to your plans. The Page of Swords is that card that says somebody shows up, they give you this message, you don't like how they did it, you don't like how they they gave you this message, but the thing here is, you don't have to attack the messenger. This is about something that was meant for your ears, okay? This was something that was meant for you to see. So don't attack the messenger. Even if this person came in and it was third party, or you overheard them telling somebody else, or whatever the case is, you need to hear this message, because it's something that's going to make you have to sit up, pay attention, and maybe it's going to make you change your plans a bit too, okay? So this is about being vigilant and going for what you want. You're going to research these facts. It might take you time to do that when you hear about something. It could have to do with a legal issue, perhaps. But you are ready for the challenges to come. And they might not be the ones you particularly want, but you are vigilant and you're prepared for the next stage of any situation. And, with foresight and logic here, right? So this is about your ideas that can work out the best way, okay? So don't be afraid of a challenge coming in here. You're going to hear the truth here, honest truth coming in for you to see a situation in complete clarity. Now, let's see what we've got here in addition to these cards here. So, you know what? Slow and steady wins a race. You're going to hear about some news coming in that's going to get your creative juices flowing. Something that you've been wanting to do for a long time that's going to bring you progress. And don't be afraid to go after it as long as you prepare yourself, okay? Let's see what we've got here for with the Knight of Wands. You've got the, oh, I love it. You've got the Six of Swords. And this is a card that says you're moving on from troubled waters to calmer shores. Things are going to get better. Okay, you've decided to make this change and go forward. You've made a call, a judgment call. You could be moving, relocating your home and moving somewhere else in a different area, changing things. You're a little doubtful and dubious right now as to how things are going to be. I mean, they've thrown this boat in the middle of the ocean. They're bound to have a wave now and then. So there's still swords in front of you. And that means there'll still be some challenges or some things that you have to pay attention to, and you have to correct, and you have to work out. But you are heading in a new direction, and it's going to be better than where you were before. Okay, coming in next, what have we got here? With that Fool card and the good news, taking that leap of faith, victory after hard work and struggle. Yes, finally. So my beautiful, beautiful Geminis, you're going to land on your feet. This is a card that says you're getting recognized. Perhaps you're getting more clients, you're getting more recognition, you're getting that pat on the back. People are going to be noticing you. And it's in a good way. You've done something here that deserves an accolade and an applause and an attaboy and an attagirl pat on the back for hard work and accomplishments that you've made. Some of you could be even receiving a diploma or an award for something that you've done. Perhaps it has to do with a course you took. But this is victory. This is victory. All those struggles, you come out ahead of the game. Now, coming in with the King of Pentacles, so there is our challenge, because this is in the challenge part of your reading. You've got this Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is, I always say, the no-win situation. Don't get caught up in other people's drama. Don't take on other people's battles. You could win the battle, but you could win the war, but lose a battle. So when we go into battle mode, you hear me say this all the time, there's risks and there's consequences, right? So is the risk worth getting into a battle, or is the juice worth the squeeze? So think about that, okay? My good friend Chris Reck, Minnow Pond, says that all the time. Coming in with the Emperor, you've got the Chariot, planning your move, being careful, articulate, creative, and coming out a winner because you were logical and organized. This Chariot is the card of travel. You could be taking a road trip somewhere in a wheeled vehicle, but also it's a card that says you are wanting to come through the other end a champion, and you will, as long as you're articulate and creative and accurate. You need to plan before you jump into that arena, how you're going to avoid danger, how you're going to avoid, tripping up. So make sure everything's taken care of. If you are going on a road trip, make sure that your car is in running condition, that, your tires are good, that your brakes are good, that you've got enough gas in the car, okay? That's what my guides are telling me. Coming in at the end of the reading with the Page of Swords and the man that you could be having a situation with, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So you're working on your goals here. You're plugging away, albeit slow and steady wins the race. Don't jump into anything too quickly. But this is a card of the Apprentice, learning something as you go along. And we're never too old to learn something new. You could be taking on a new form of study. You could be an apprentice here. You could be, sorry about that. You could be, paying attention to details here. That's what this is about. So working on your goals to see success come in. So he's putting his head down here. He's so focused on his goals. He's not going to slip up because he truly wants to see his success come in. And I think you don't give up, Geminis. You are, that's what I love about my Geminis. They're my Google kings and queens. They research everything. They really, truly care about being accurate and creative. And their hard work eventually, even though it's hard for them to see it at the time, eventually it comes in, right? It's progress. It's coming along. I know it seems slow, but keep working on that goal and you'll see it come in. Well, my beautiful Geminis, this is your general tarot and oracle forecast for this week. And I wish you a great remainder again for today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful Geminis.